I am really excited to be here. This is really, I imagine my girlfriend Katie's probably going crazy. I didn't believe any of this stuff for a long time and was willing to come with her to this event here, whatever it was, 7 months ago, and it blew my mind and flipped me over 180 degrees. And our life has been getting so much better.
We want to clarify something. You can't not believe this because everything that you see around you is about this. There's not a shred of evidence to the contrary of any of this. But when you are clear-minded and brilliant like you are and willing to listen, then your logical mind embraced what your vibrational being had already known. So you didn't really flip, you just clicked into place.
Yeah, I think
you were already there. Life was already working for you. You were already intuitive. You were already sensitive. You were already kind and nice. You were already looking for positive aspects. You just didn't know that you lived in a vibrational universe. And when you heard that, suddenly everything began to make sense.
Yeah, everything's been making more sense, and we're more and more excited every day.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long ago it was now, but I was in the opposite place for a while where my body was completely falling apart. And now looking back on it, it makes sense that it was all internal and all of my thoughts were just completely causing that.
Causing the pinching off of your resources.
And once I finally opened up to the possibility that I could think differently and
allow differently.
Yeah. My body recovered completely, and I ended up, a neighbor of mine had signed up for a half marathon. This was after I was completely physically disabled and basically living on the couch, and I stepped in because his partner wasn't able to run in this relay with him. We ended up getting 8th in San Diego, and I wasn't even a runner. And so it's just really fun to have those, like...
Yeah.
And then because of all the physical problems that I was facing, and then once I started realizing that my mindset was really the cause of all of it.
So we're just going to speak a little different. Because of my pinching off of my natural well-being, don't even put the words to it, to my physical problems. It was just my sort of unconscious pinching off of my natural well-being, and when I stopped doing that.
And my girlfriend Katie is just brilliant and really was there for me the whole time, and she would constantly encourage me to just think about and be open to expressing out loud even whatever I wanted. And she would say, like, I remember we'd walk along the bay here in San Diego, and she would say, just play with me and play with yourself for a moment here and just talk about what your life could look like, what our life could look like, and how...
Are you telling us that she wisely distracted you from what is?
And so I would say, oh, well, for example, I was working for someone at the time, and I was telling Katie, oh, it can't be that easy. I can't have these conversations the way you're suggesting I could. And she was just like, oh, well, it doesn't matter if you could or you couldn't. We're just walking along the bay. Why don't we just pretend?
All right, Katie, come up here and finish this workshop. She's got it all figured out.
Yeah, it's so fun looking back on how everything's changed because she has constantly helped me have those new paths in my mind and out loud with her. And so we would sort of pretend to have conversations with other people. You know, I would be talking with her, but pretending that I was talking with someone else. And I ended up getting my work week down to 20 hours a week and getting raises and promotions. And the people that I wasn't getting along with suddenly became really close friends, some of our closest friends. Yeah, it's so fun to think about all that. And it's almost like work. I felt like I was pinching myself. It's more like play, but I'm getting rewarded for it, and how is this happening? It's almost a too good to be true feeling. And I decided I fought this for a while. I thought that I was being spoiled, and I thought, can I really?
You are. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and so I thought, what if I asked for more?
You'll get it.
And
unless you doubt it.
So I thought...
Or feel guilty about it.
Right. There was a lot of feeling, am I feeling guilty and am I feeling spoiled? But why not experiment and just see if I can ask for more? And so I decided, what if my job was amazing. Like, first of all, I was working at a hedge fund and everything was amazing. It was people's dream jobs, and I felt so privileged to be there. But when I met Katie, we decided life could be even better if we moved out to California, and we did that, and that was incredible. And then I got another dream job, and I was a software engineer, and that was incredible for a while. And then that's when I was able to get my work week down to 20 hours a week. And I thought, what's the next level? And so I decided I want to not even do software engineering at all. I want to, this was after coming here and getting into law of attraction, I thought, what if I could become a coach that helps people with all of these things that I just was able to do for myself? So I left my job entirely, and now I am coaching other people. And it is so fun to have them call me up and be like, Ryan, my life is so much better after talking with you. And I get to feel like, I'm getting paid for this? This is just, I would do this anyway. And
so Katie was for you, and you are for them, what we want all of your inner beings to be for all of you. In other words, because you don't want anyone to be dependent upon you for their alignment. And so the ultimate coach is setting them free to their own guidance system that is flowing forth from within.
Right. I like to think about it as even if I hadn't come across this event, I was going to be just fine, and it was
Yes.
going to be great.
Yes.
But coming here really helped clarify and make things faster and easier and more fun.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what coaching is about. And so when I'm working with people, I can see that even without me...
What coaching is about being detached enough from the vibration of their problems, because everyone who has a problem has already launched a fantastic solution into their vortex. A coach can step back from the problem because you're not engulfed in it, and can actually catch glimpses of the solution or the success that someone is looking for. So as you focus there, then you act as a sort of satellite dish that is beaming the signal of their inner being in a way that they can hear it. Everyone can't reach for and hear what Katie did for you. You were not in a place where you could feel the coaching coming from within. So she served as an external coach that you were accustomed to listening for. But what we're saying to all of you, you don't want to become addicted to that external coach, because then you can't go very far. Then you're just looking for someone else to be your cheerleader, where what you're really looking for is that inner guidance that is always there. Life has always been giving contrasting experiences, and life has always been launching the new desire. And the quest for all of you is to close that gap between the expansion that life has given you and your normal pattern of thought. Now, it's nice to have a physical coach who will encourage you to think thoughts that will yield to you more benefit. But the reason that we're being a little strong about this, and we're not discouraging you from anything that you're doing, we think it is wonderful. It's all part of your path, and it will continue to be. But the thing that has been tripping so many people up for so long is that you care too much what others do think about you. You've been looking for people to give appreciation to you. So many look outside of themselves for that approval, for that appreciation, for that pat on the back. And as you've trained yourself for that, then as long as someone is giving you their undivided attention, you're thriving. But if they turn their attention away, then you're sort of still in the place that you were in before they were there. And so you don't want to train people away from their guidance system by replacing their guidance system with you.
Absolutely
In
not.
this coaching, you got to teach them about their own guidance system. You got to teach them about their emotions. You got to help them to understand that when they feel good, they're in sync with their desires, and when they don't, they're not. And if you get that across, then you have coached them well.
Right. A lot of times people, what I don't think would be compatible with me is the idea of being necessary for an extended period of time. Sometimes people are looking for a coaching relationship where they would just hire someone and just stay with them forever. And I thought, so you must want this to be hard. Why not just learn that you are capable as you are, and things can happen really fast, and you can allow your life, all of your struggles to go away, and you can just level up very quickly. And so then I'm working only with those clients who want it that way rather than the ones who want the longer struggle.
Yeah, well, time sort of takes care of all of that, doesn't it? There are so many limitations in the action world that do not exist in the vibrational world. Yeah, really good. Yeah.